just to navigate it.
And based on the reviewer feedback we saw, this whole setup really works. They're calling... Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're really digging into the core premise of a pretty intense thriller, The Combat Surgeon's Second Act.
Yeah, we've got the foundational stuff, the setup.
Exactly. And our mission here is to pull out the key plot mechanics, the character beats for Dr. Maggie McCabe, and the big themes. How does this top-tier army doc end up a fugitive?
It's a really strong starting point they give us.
Yeah.
Because Maggie McCabe isn't just any doctor.
Right.
She's a combat surgeon. And that title, it carries so much weight. It's not just about the skill.
No, it's a whole mindset.
Exactly. Discipline, high-pressure problem solving, a clear command structure. Her life was built on, well, precision and purpose.
And when you start someone that high, the fall is going to be brutal.
Oh, yeah.
We're not just talking about, like, a career change here. The source material lays out a genuine catastrophe. It wasn't a resignation, it was a total collapse. Hints of a malpractice issue tied to a big casualty, plus some kind of devastating personal loss back home. A real cascade.
Right, and it's the scale of the loss, the sheer totality of it. It's not just, oh, I lost my medical license.
No.
That's bad enough, obviously. But it shatters her fundamental identity.
Okay.
Losing the license means losing the uniform, the mission, the trust the system had in her. Suddenly, this expert, whose hands literally save lives.
Can't even practice.
Right. Stripped bare, vulnerable, adrift. And that kind of existential crisis, that's the hook for the whole thriller.
So that immediately brings up the question, what use is a precision expert when you take away their main tool?
Yeah.
She's legally blocked from the very structured world she knew. She's got all this discipline, but nowhere to put it, just looking for anything. An anchor.
And well, here's where the story takes that sharp turn. It throws her what looks like a lifeline.
But it's more like a noose, right?
Exactly. An offer comes in, it's from a former colleague, someone who's moved on.
Moved way on.
Right? Into the hyper-elite world of plastic surgery. So not battlefield triage anymore. Now it's the cosmetic whims of the super rich.
The contrast alone is just...
Wow.
It's almost a visual metaphor for her whole crisis.
It really is.
She goes from saving soldiers, very public, very visible, dusty chaos of war, to this sterile, hidden, probably morally murky world of elective surgery. Clients who demand total secrecy, discretion above all.
But what's really interesting is that the job, even in this Beverly Hills setting or wherever, it still taps into the combat part of her background.
Yeah.
This mysterious patient she's hired to treat. They need specialized, unconventional medical skills. They don't actually need a licensed plastic surgeon. They need someone with deep knowledge of trauma, improvisation, high-risk stuff.
Stuff only a combat surgeon would really know.
Precisely.
So they're hiring her for her dangerous utility, basically.
Okay, good way to put it.
She has to travel, leave her life behind, enter this world of just sheer opulence. We're talking cutting-edge tech, luxury.
8 cage.
Totally. But immediately it's a world built on secrets, hidden agendas.
Yeah.
And for a character like Maggie, who was built on truth and clear objectives, it's the ultimate setup. Trading battlefield clarity for the fog of wealthy conspiracy.
And you have to ask, why take this job? It's clearly shady.
Right. It must be desperation.
It has to be. It challenges her whole military discipline, like you said. But maybe it's the only place left where her unique skills are actually valued.
A way to feel useful again.
Maybe. A desperate attempt to reclaim some self-worth, some utility, even if it means stepping way outside the lines she used to hold sacred. She gets to be the surgeon again, even if it's totally off the books.
Okay, all right. So let's get to the big pivot. The thing this whole dangerous second act hinges on.
The inciting incident.
She takes the job, takes the risk. She's applying these, unconventional skills, and then boom, the patient vanishes.
Well, under her direct care.
Yes, the central asset is gone.
And that's the moment everything flips. She was hired for discretion, for precision.
And now?
The second that patient disappears, Maggie goes from expert caregiver to prime suspect. Operational liability.
And the sources are clear, right? She's not just, potentially involved.
Oh, no, she's framed. Instantly. She finds herself completely tangled up in this web of deception, danger.
Everything she knows, every action she takes can be twisted against her.
She walked into this hoping to maybe patch her life back together.
And now she's just fighting to survive. Literally.
And the people after her, you have to assume they're professionals too.
In their own way, yeah.
They operate in shadows, manage appearances, value secrecy, just like that elite world she just stepped into.
So it's not like fighting an enemy on a battlefield anymore.
No, this is covert, invisible enemies. She can't see who's pulling the strings.
Which means she has to fall back on pure instinct.
Exactly.
A surgical license, gone. Military support network, gone. All that's left is that mental training, those survival instincts she honed under fire.
Right. Risk assessment, quick information triage, improvising when the rule book is useless.
Applying that combat brain to, like, a conspiracy theory.
That's it. Who gains from the patient vanishing? Who set this up? It becomes life or death. She's fighting like hell not to become just another casualty.
Another loose end swept under the rug by the rich and powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
And in that kind of pressure cooker, trust becomes everything. Or rather, the lack of trust.
Paramount, absolutely.
She's got to figure out, like, right now, under fire,
Yep.
was her former colleague the one who offered the job?
The lifeline.
Yeah, was that genuine help? Or was the whole thing a setup from the start, designed to make her the fall guy?
Every single person she meets in this fancy high-tech world could be a threat.
That paranoia must be intense.
Well, it fuels the narrative engine, right?
Yeah.
That suspicion forces her to constantly reevaluate. She goes from focusing on a surgical problem to focusing on pure self-preservation.
Huge psychological shit.
Massive, especially for someone trained to put the patient, the mission first.
Okay, so let's pull back a bit and look at the bigger picture, the themes. Give the listener that deeper takeaway. The sources suggest 3 big interlocking conflicts here, all tied to Maggie's background.
Yeah, the first one, and maybe the biggest, is identity. This whole journey isn't just about staying alive. It's about reclaiming control, forging a new self.
Because the old Maggie is gone.
Right, the old Maggie was defined by the license, the uniform, the system. The new Maggie has to be defined by her own raw ability to survive, adapt, act without any external validation.
So less about the paperwork, more about the warrior instinct.
Exactly. And second, there's trust.
Which gets amplified because the potential betrayal comes from within her own world, right? A former colleague.
Precisely. Someone from that specialized medical community she respected. That cuts deeper.
So figuring out friend from foe isn't just strategy.
It's like a life or death operating procedure in this new secret world.
And the third theme.
Control. Which feels very military.
Oh.
Well, she comes from a world where everything was defined. Clear objectives, rank, rules of engagement,
Predictable in a way, even in chaos.
Yes, and now she's thrown into this immediate, messy reality where the rules are constantly shifting under her feet, manipulated by unseen forces, wealthy powers.
So the system she knew is gone. The control is gone.
And she's forced to rely on, chaotic, decentralized self-control just to navigate it.
And based on the reviewer feedback we saw, this whole setup really works. They're calling it heart racing, twist-loaded, impossible to put down.
Well, that pace comes directly from constantly pulling the rug out from under Maggie.
Yeah.
Undermining her sense of safety, her sense of structure.
It makes for a hell of an arc. The expert surgeon, saver of lives, known for precision.
Becomes this desperate fugitive investigator.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not just fighting to clear her name legally, she's fighting to rebuild her whole ethical compass, her psychological foundation, really after everything crashed down.
The ultimate second act born of fire, as you said.
Pretty much.
It really is a stark reminder, though, isn't it? How fragile our professional identities can be.
Totally. She had these incredible, sophisticated medical skills.
Top of the line.
But they become useless. Worse, they're leveraged against her. Why? Because a basic human element, trust, was broken.
That's maybe the most chilling part for anyone listening who relies on their expertise.
I think so. The very bedrock of your competence, your skill, your knowledge, your role, it might not be enough when you step into a world built on deceit.
Her ability to improvise, which was maybe secondary on the battlefield.
Suddenly becomes her primary survival tool against the chaos of betrayal.
Absolutely. So for you, the listener, here's something to think about, drawing from Maggie's radical transformation.
Yeah.
If your entire professional identity, the thing that defines you, your job, your degree, your license, whatever it is, was suddenly stripped away, what specific, maybe unconventional survival skills or instincts from your own unique background? What would you fall back on to navigate a completely unexpected, maybe even hostile new reality?
Grab Gone, Before Goodbye by Harlan Coben. Now on sale, $21.95. Don't miss this chance and build good habits and achieve remarkable results. Buy now today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.